So this is the road trip guitar made by Dave White, Defascia Guitars, for the acoustic soundboard road trip. I can't pronounce it. All of Dave's guitars are unpronounceable in Irish Gaelic, but we call her Anthea. So for those of you who haven't received the guitar yet, who are taking part in the road trip, and for those of you that aren't, I thought I'd just run through some thoughts and observations about it. First off, it's a great fun guitar. It may be a small guitar, parlour size, but it's very serious in its intentions, and I've enjoyed having it. It's been great fun to play. It's a small body guitar, and it's tuned a third above concert tuning or standard tuning. So this is tuned, rather than tune E to E, this is tuned G to G, and a lot of the demos that I've done are in the dropped D or dropped F equivalent, or in the equivalent of dadgad on this. It's I mentioned it's well constructed. It's got a cypress top, which you don't see that often on, at least I don't, on steel string guitars. It's got a Cuban mahogany back and sides, really nice piece of mahogany, and the whole tone of the guitar has that mahogany growl or mahogany thump, as I think about it when you play it. And it's quite a big sound for small guitar. It's helped by this sound port on the top if you're playing, but in no way does it feel like a small guitar. It's got a great big sound to it. It's a very modern instrument as well, like all of Dave's. Split saddle, the floating fingerboard here, which is supported, I think I've got this right, by two carbon fibre struts inside the body, which is something quite a number of American luthiers are using now. And I think, if I'm right, the bracing has been reinforced with carbon fibre as well. So it's a lightly built guitar, very responsive. Maybe not as light as you'd think from that, but yeah, it's good. It has a slotted headstock, of course, which, you know, as somebody once said to me, you can see why they died out, but there you go. So it's a really nice little piece of guitar, and great fun. Now, just for some personal thoughts on the size and the shape and the function, which are to do with me, really. They're not to do with the guitar at all. First of all, on the positive side, I was surprised how easy this was to sing against. But if you think about it, it's just a third higher than you would normally sing. So if you're singing a harmony, you're probably used to doing that. You have to watch things a little bit, particularly at the really punchy and high bits. But actually, I found it quite easy to transpose from the normal tuning that I played something in into the tuning a third above. That was quite a nice surprise. The small size doesn't work for me. I've realised that probably a 00 size guitar is probably my ideal. I found it quite difficult to keep it comfortable. I managed to find this old rest thing here that I haven't used for ages, and that helped a little bit, but that natural position is too high for me, and I did try the classical position, which was okay on dadgad, but I couldn't play the blues on it, though I probably can't play the blues anyway, but there you go. So the size of the body makes it just a little bit uncomfortable for me. Some people have suggested using a strap, but actually not my straps are really short enough. I did find it more comfortable to play standing than anything else. The spacing at the nut here is actually much wider than you might imagine, and so the neck is not that bad, but the scale is just too short for me. I found myself getting in a mess a lot, and losing the beat, and losing notes quite a lot, which you'll have seen if you've watched the videos. I'm not normally quite as rough as that. Well, not quite as rough. And the other thing that I really struggled with was the gauge of strings. So this is strung up with tens, D'Addario tens, and these bass, the bass and the middle strings are fine. These top two I find quite difficult. They're quite a bit too thin, and I find myself snagging on them occasionally. I've had to change the way I file my nails to play this as well. It seems to be, if your nails are just a little bit long than the ideal, you kind of tell. But that's me. That's me, really. So, yeah, it's a great guitar, though maybe not the right size for me personally, but there's nothing wrong with the tone in it. There's nothing wrong with the construction about it. It's a great, great fun guitar to play, and I've enjoyed every minute that I've had with it. So thank you very much, Dave, for the opportunity. It's great fun, and those of you who are yet to come in the line, you can look forward to it. It really is a great fun guitar to play, and I've enjoyed having it. I've got 4 or 5 days left with it before it goes north with Leo Roberts. I think he's taking it up north of the border. So, yeah, I've got a few more days to play with it yet. So once again, thanks, Dave. Quite an interesting experience, though perhaps not the ideal one for me. But there you go. If you've got it coming next, yeah, you can look forward to it with some excitement, I think.